to another Food Reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Fatty, aka Jay. So today we're going to be doing a review. This is of a different item. This is a limited edition item I mentioned in my last video. Basically what this is, it's called the Taco Bell limited edition chicken enchilada burrito. So just to give a little insight on this, this is basically made like a chicken enchilada. What comes on it is grilled chicken, red sauce, I believe cheese, and a chipotle sauce, and maybe some sour cream. That way it feels like an enchilada. Also rice. I do see rice on there as well. So this is going to start off like this right here. I'm just going to go ahead and get right to the good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and rip this apart here, because I just didn't bring a knife and I don't feel like getting up and moving out of the video just to go get it. So I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. First things first, I'm going to show you the burrito. There you go. You can see all the stuff hanging on it, or rather trying to hang out of it. The chicken, it's got that standard Taco Bell chicken taste, like most of their chicken. So that tells me when they say grilled chicken, they're probably just using the regular chicken that they have in the kitchen. It comes on the chalupas and everything else. Why not Taco Bell? I mean, why would you go back to the drawing board and come up with something better? And to be honest, I'm really kind of hoping that this is not a miss, because I've had to put up a lot of videos lately that just was not that creative with Taco Bell. A lot of times it's the same old items. Same old items, right? That's the Taco Bell way. We put some cheese and some sauce and some beef and some red sauce, chili sauce, and some rice, and we're all done. Like that super creative crunch wrap that never looks like the crunch wrap. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Factual truth. I'm being honest. Factual truth. So, I'll go ahead and repeat what I said in the last video. The staff was nice. However, once again, the temperature on this burrito is not warm at all, and it should be. I put it back in the bag after I came home and sat it in the microwave so it could keep warm. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. Even at room temperature, it still was cold. So that tells me that they didn't really do much here. They clearly didn't put anything on the shell itself. I can see that right now. It's basically they didn't even steam this one. I can tell because I used to work at Taco Bell, and I know for 100% fact with all the taco shells, they have a certain time that they're supposed to go in and a certain time that they're supposed to be thrown away. Usually the time they go in, I want to say that you throw like 4 or 5 packs in and you can do it for like 2 minutes. Don't quote me on that one, because I obviously haven't worked there since since 2008, to put it really quite simply. I haven't worked there since 2008 or so. But I do know that there's a small period of time that you set them, and then you pull them out when they're done and you can use them. However, these are right out of the bag. They didn't warm them or nothing. So with all luck, this will be one of my videos where I can say something good about Taco Bell, minus having to rip on them for the fact that the temperature of the food is cold. Hopefully this is a good burrito. That's my concern right now. And so we're going to find out. I will let you know here and now. Because here at Food Reviews with Fatty, that's what you're getting. You're getting honest reviews from a very honest person who has no problem telling you exactly how it is. I'm very bluntly honest about foods and stuff like that. I can tell when something is actually good, or if it's subpar, I really can. And you can check out some of my other videos. You'll hear me actually shout out to Chick-fil-A. Their new sandwich is the Bombay. That's for you, Chick-fil-A. That's my wink wink, nod nod, because that was actually a really good chicken sandwich. It's the well, either which way, it's their latest chicken sandwich. It's the only one on the menu that you'll never see again. probably after this, because unless it stays around as a permanent menu item, it's like a chicken sandwich, but then it's got this like pimento cheese on it and honey and jalapeno bread, like ciabatta bread. And normally I don't like hot things that have like jalapeno in the name ever. However, I will say that was a good sandy, and I'll eat another sandy like that anytime. Okay, so I've already ran into the first problem I see. And the first problem I see is with my tongue. My tongue says, "What the heck? What the heck is going on here? Why does it taste like every burrito ever?" Maybe that's why it's $2. By the way, these are $2. If I didn't say that, it's like 380 calories, just under 400. So it's not terrible. But I'm just debating on whether it's tasty or not, because it really depends on the Taco Bell worker. Some of them might put the stuff that tastes good, like the sour cream, only on one end of the sandwich, even though they're supposed to do the whole, or the burrito, even though they're supposed to do the whole thing. Sometimes they'll take and put too much of one item and not enough of the other, and then it makes it taste bland. For purpose sake, I did have some of this avocado ranch from the last video left, and I decided I'm going to try that on this also and see if it helps it out any, if it is that mundane again, which I'm going to try another bite and just see how I feel about it. So let's get in there. I don't want all this bread. Too much bread too, buddy. Too much bread on your burritos. Just like 20 pounds of bread and like a little tiny bit of stuff in the middle. I mean, you can see how small this burrito is to begin with. There you go, minus 2 bites. Hey, it looks like a guy that got eaten halfway by a shark. No, Mr. Shark! Ugh. Anyhow. For this chicken enchilada burrito, I don't know, hold on. Let me try it with some of this avocado ranch. Okay, so the ranch made it, enhanced it, but that's because it's ranch. You put ranch on any kind of chicken, especially this avocado ranch that they sell there. I look at this avocado ranch stuff, just like Frank's Red Hot, if they sold it in the store, I'd put that shh on everything. And I do mean everything. Just like the grandma, I put that shh in everything. I would definitely do that. And be avocado ranch everything. I'm trying this one. I'm going to take one more bite and just... I want to try to give at least a thumbs middle. Just saying it's alright. I think that's where I'm at with it. Just because this doesn't feel original at all. I mean... This is the thing. Taco Bell really needs to find a groove again. Because I looked at their 70s menu, and they had all kinds of stuff back then that they don't carry now. And, I mean, their menu was kind of astounding, considering that they decided to put, like, little pronunciations on how to say taco and burrito and shit, stuff like that. That's true, yeah. So, that's something that I feel that should have been addressed a long time ago. They should be coming up with more items with different kinds of foods that aren't basic amalgamations of meat, cheese, sour cream, and usually lettuce and tomato. That's what they do with a lot of stuff. Honestly, this doesn't remind me of a chicken enchilada. Not a whole lot at all. In fact, is it enchilada or is it nada? It's nada. It's not an enchilada. It's a burrito. However, this burrito is the most bland burrito I've eaten. So, unfortunately, like I said, I'm just going to have to go ahead and give it where I feel like it's at. And normally I would say no. But it's pretty tasty. It's just not a thumbs up. Why it's not a thumbs up is because this feels too much like every other burrito. In fact, this reminds me of the 5-layer burrito. They just added chicken. That's all it really reminds me of. And I personally think that they put way too much rice, not enough chicken. And I don't taste sour cream except for in the ends, like I said that they do. They put it literally right in the end of each end, and then you don't even get, like, you can see the sour cream there. If you look right there, you can see it, but it's all the way at the end. Why they do this, I don't know. That's another thing that gets on my nerves, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. This one is a almost thumbs down. Almost. It wants to go thumbs down, but I just won't let it. So that's where we're at with that one. Taco Bell, get more creative. I know you can do more than this. I've seen some stuff that Taco Bell came up with when I worked there that was simply astounding. And why they don't do more of that, like double XL burritos, that was something that was awesome because, you know, you had this gigantic burrito. You could pretty much cut it into 2 or 3 slices and have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like $7. But I mean, you know, more creative ideas would be excellent. So as far as this video goes, I'm going to have to go ahead and call it a day because I really don't feel like there's a whole lot more to say about this chicken enchilada burrito. Except for, better luck next time, buddy. Seems like I'm always saying that to Taco Bell. And I do apologize because that's how I feel. And I'm just not going to be... I'm going to be very, very bluntly honest about it. So, with that being said, thank you all for being here. All of you lovely people. Thank you for watching and staying on the video till the end, and hopefully liking and subscribing, because I do appreciate every bit of that support. Also, as usual, you know, I have merchandise located in the description box below. I also do have a Patreon on there if you want to donate to the channel to help us grow. Things are going to be slowly changing around here shortly anyway. You'll be seeing some things that are slightly different with the channel as we go. It is going to take a little time because, well, I live in Florida, and Florida is probably one of the most expensive states next to New York and California right now for rent, because guess what? There's no rent control. We know who to blame for that one. That's going to be Mr. Ron DeSantis. That's right, I said it. Because you know what he won't say? Shh. Don't nobody say it. Nobody wants to get canceled because what Ron DeSantis wanted us to say. Rhonda, you know what I'm talking about. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. So, yeah, that's my point right there. Our governor doesn't seem to have a whole lot of care whether we can afford rent or not. If not, we can just live on the streets like one Mr. Gavin Newsom doesn't care about his people laying all over the street in Skid Row. It's going to start looking like that in another couple years here. Just like it does in New York too, guys. Hey, you know what you are all doing? You're all being hypocrites because you have lots of money, whereas we're barely surviving. And I've got a good job. And I can barely survive on what I got. Yeah. So, me and my father actually were struggling. My father just had a stroke in July, at the end of July. By the way, just as a heads up, he is doing better. I've been meaning to say something about that. Surprisingly, even though he had everything going on, I was able to call 911 immediately when he told me that he wasn't able to speak. I was able to get the ambulance out here. We got him to the hospital. He spent 3 days in the ICU. During that time, they did give him a clot buster to stop the clot from going to his brain and actually killing him. He does have some slurred speech, and his right side of his jaw sags. But as far as all physical level goes, he's actually doing pretty well. So that's excellent. He's actually been hired on at the company we work with, and he's now currently actually at work right now on second shift. I do hope sometime on the weekend, maybe one of these reviews, I can bring him on. He might just chill and taste some food. He may talk. I don't know. He's very, very, frustrated with his situation right now, with his right jaw droop, and with the way that he speaks and everything, because it's a very, he has a speech impediment technically right now. And he's working really hard to get it back. He's trying to get it back on his feet with that. He has some small issues with his right hand too, because it was a right side stroke. This is my left side I'm touching here, but right side for you over here. Yeah, this is the right side for me, left side for you in the video, I suppose. Not really worried about what hand, because a hand in the bird is with two in the bush or whatever. I don't know what that means anyway. So that is what it is. I've just heard it a million times by everybody I know that's older folks. So anyhow, just to cover the bases, there is the merch in the bottom in the description. There is the merch for both Food Reviews with Fatty and jpumpmusic.com. Also check out jpumpmusic.com if you're an artist that does music, because I am willing to haggle as long as you're decent with me and do not try to lowball. I do have quite a few beats at jpumpmusic.com. So you can go listen to that now. And if you like any of those beats, keep it written down or put it on your phone somewhere where you have the actual name of the snippet. And from there, we can actually speak on volumes on getting something put together and sent out to you. I do contracts with exclusive contracts and lease contracts. So that's just something else to think about. If you do music, check out jpumpmusic.com. If you like something, give me a holler. So, with that being said, I think this video's ran long enough, along with the update and all the other stuff that I said. I just keep a lookout for other videos. Like and subscribe this, please, and stay on this video all day if you can. Also, keep a lookout for some of our other reviews. I am going to do one on the Oreos. They're called the butterscotch Oreo, or no, I'm sorry, pumpkin spice Oreos. I'm going to do a review of that. I'm also going to do a review of all this toxic waste that I've got here, all this toxic waste candy. So we're going to leave it at that right there, and just keep a lookout for the videos, guys. I appreciate every one of you for watching, and thank you for coming here to watch Food Reviews with Fatty, and hope you stayed to the end of the video. With that being said, we're going to call it a day, so it's a day. Fatty out.